Hi guys, it's the Musics in the building. For this tutorial I'll be using the Linux operating system, Debian distro. In this tutorial I'll be assuming a lot of things. Number one is that you've downloaded and installed your Synfig Studio. If you have, please open it. When you open the Synfig Studio, you see something like this. Please, to be clear, there is no mobile version for Synfig Studio yet, but there is a way to link it to your mobile, which is how I am using it right now, but it is beyond the scope of this tutorial. When you open your Synfig Studio, at the top you see the normal menu, file, edit, view, etc. Now, in order to customize our canvas, left click on edit, preferences. A pop-up menu will appear. Go to that pop-up menu, go to documents. But before you do that, from that interface where it is, you can change your color theme to dark mode. For those of you that like dark things, maybe because of your eyes or something, so if you switch it on, it becomes dark mode. I'm using mobile, so it will not work for me, but it might work for you. From that document, you can change the name of your profile. That is the name of your canvas. Whenever you switch on, look at this is the name of my canvas right now. Whenever I on my Synfig Studio, that's the name that will come up. So I put my own as the Musics Anime. I can change it. Whatever I change it to, it's what will come up. Then you can change your frames per second. Right now it's at 30. You can change it to anything you want, 24, 12. Most people I see, they use 24 or 25 or 30. I prefer to use 30. Imagine drawing 30 frames per second in Flipper Clip. Now suffer, you want suffer. Set the background as transparent and then click OK. So this is your canvas setup for future purposes. If you want to start using the settings you just made now, you have to close and open it. Or you can go to your canvas. Look at that place, they wrote canvas. Then click on properties and set the canvas properties you're using right now. Here you set the width and height of your video. So I'm going to be setting my own at 1920 by 1080. You can change the name also here, the name of the particular canvas you're using right now. So any name I give it, that is the name it will appear now. I'll be calling this one bouncing ball. Then click on time. Here is where you change. You can also change the frame per second for this particular one you're working with right now. You can change the starting point and how long it's going to last. It's lasting at 5 seconds now. That is 150 frames. Let me change it to 10 seconds. I simply type 10s, enter. It turns it to 300 frames immediately. You can also type it in frames. Maybe let's say 600 frames. That should be 20 seconds. You just turn it to frames immediately. You can also write it in terms of seconds and frames. For instance, 10 seconds, 2 frames. Enter. It calculate it for you immediately and give you 302 frames. For this tutorial, I'll be using 5 seconds. When you're through, click OK to save it. Notice that the canvas name has changed to bouncing ball, but it has a little asterisk in front. That means it's not saved. To save it, click on File, Save. You can also use Ctrl S to save it. So it will bring out the save window. So from here you can choose where you want to save it in your system and then change the name that you want to save it with. So here is the tools panel. Here is the color layout. You know what? Instead of talking too much, let's just dive into drawing and designing something. Go to the tools panel, select the circle tool, come to your canvas layer, left click and hold and drag across the screen. If you don't like what you drew, like I don't like what I drew now, I can use Ctrl Z to undo. Now pay attention to what I want to do now. Select the circle tool. Now don't rush and draw. Go to this canvas, this place where you have circle creation. At this point you can change the name of your circle to whatever you want it to be called, and then you can change if you want to draw normal circle layer or a region layer or an outline layer or advanced outline or 3 layer. So I would like you to play with them. Choose one, draw, see how it is. Choose 2, draw, see how it is. So I will be ending this particular video here. Please feel free to ask any question you want to. You can slide in my DM and ask me. I'll be available to answer all your questions. I'll be dropping another video on the ball creation soon.